Hi, my name is Carissa Limiero. I'm 20 years old, and this is my hope story. So I grew up in a Christian home. My parents were church planners. We moved to California when I was 6 years old to start a church. And so Christianity has kind of been a part of my whole life from the very beginning. Going into my senior year of high school, we made the decision to close the church. So at that point, I had already been accepted to Milligan and I had already put down my deposit. So at the same time of losing my church and not really knowing where I stood with God, I came into this Christian environment and felt really on the outside. I felt like I didn't fit in, and I didn't know how to be like they were. So pretty shortly after I started in college, I started to abuse prescription drugs. It started out with just anything that I had on hand. I've suffered from migraines my whole life, and so I've had access to a lot of different things because of that. But what really got me addicted and into my deepest, darkest place was when I fell down the stairs and was given prescription narcotics in order to help with pain. I wasn't given any sort of instruction on how to use them, and I didn't really know what their potential was. I didn't know that taking these medications could be so addictive and so harmful. But the doctors at the time also didn't know all of the stuff that I was going through already, and didn't have any way to know that giving me this medication would not be a great idea. In December of my freshman year, my college pastor invited me to come to Passion Conference with our college ministry, and I very quickly said no. So shortly after that, he asked me again, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't go, I don't have the money for it, or I really can't take the time off school, etc., etc. What he said was that someone had already paid for my ticket and they just wanted me to come with them. It turned out to be one of the best things that's ever happened to me. When I first got to the arena, not only were there tens of thousands of other students around me, but kind of the icebreaker that we did was shining our flashlights in the auditorium and just getting a feel for who all was there. The questions on the screen started off really light and really easy to answer, like shine your flashlight if it's your first time at Passion, or if you're from Atlanta, or if you're a college student, a high school student, etc. But shortly those questions started to get a little bit deeper and a little bit harder, and they would ask things like shine your light if you've ever felt alone, or if you've ever struggled with doubt, if you've ever been trapped in addiction. And in that moment I saw so many lights shining around me in this auditorium, and even lights within my own college group, people that I knew and cared about and had no idea that they had been through or were going through the kinds of things that I was going through. I had kept it to myself for the longest time because I was afraid of being rejected or being shunned, being kicked out, being just met with all kinds of negative reactions. But in reality, I was met with love and care, and just such a different experience from what I expected. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You will be really surprised by the amount of love and just care for your struggle that you'll receive. That was January 24th of 2015, and today I am 3 years clean.